Hello everybody, my name is Devashish Mukhopadhyay and I am the co-founder of Red P organization. I work in Microsoft Azure Edge and Platform team and I'm a group engineering manager there. About 3 years back in 2017, my family and I visited Africa. We went to a Maasai village and we spent the whole day with the Maasai tribe, and what we saw was really heartbreaking. I am from a very modest family, was raised with modest background, but what I saw there changed my outlook forever. In this day of science and technology, the Maasai tribe still use Stone Age technology for their basics. We promised that we would help them. In 2019, again, I went back to Kenya. This time, my manager then, and also a good friend of mine, she was traveling to Kenya as well. She was visiting her team there in Kenya. Agreed to come with me and see the life of all these Maasai tribes. We also talked to many in the Microsoft Africa Development Center in Nairobi, and then we talked to our friends in our partner company Technobrain. Wherever we discussed about our intention, people were very helpful, so we were very encouraged and we went back to the village and met with the entire village team. The village people were really happy to see us back. They didn't really expect us that we would be keeping our promises. And we also saw a new ray of hope in their eyes. We saw that they collected money from different donors and they expanded their small primary school that they had. And this primary school before had only one class and broken furniture. Now they have two classes and they actually got new benches, other stuff in this school. They asked for our help to send their kids to school outside their village. Now, to understand the complexity, we contacted two of the local schools and met with their principals. The village was in the middle of a forest. It's a reserve forest, and then the nearest school is about 25 miles away, and in between the school and the village there are all sorts of animals, so there's no way a student can go to the school and come back and stay with their parents. So we have to arrange for their room and board. First we found out that it takes about $520 to cover for their school tuitions, their uniforms, their room and board, and then new shoes. The schools were very impressive. We felt really good about the teachers and the environment there. So we came back to US and then we wanted to get this started as soon as possible. Now here we saw a different type of a problem. We contacted different not-for-profit organizations, and what we found out is that they normally operate with their own causes, and if it doesn't fit with their cause, they probably won't take up your cause. Our team back in Kenya, our friends in the Technobrain, we all discussed and decided that it will be best if we start an organization that builds a technology platform that can enable taking up these kind of smaller causes, and we can really cut down the overhead and we can execute very fast. That's the inspiration behind Red P. That's what we created, and Red P stands for Reducing Poverty Through Technology. We incorporated in Washington in USA, and then we also applied for license in Nairobi in Kenya. In our first year of existence, we sponsored 6 students to the high school, and when we collected enough donation to send another 5 students to the high school, the COVID happened. As a result, all the students were sent back to their villages, and the village where the only means of income were tourists, that was completely cut off. So the entire village was facing starvation. We had to repurpose our scholarship money and send them food aid as soon as possible. We covered for their food and essentials for 2 months, and then we realized that this is not going to be fixed anytime soon. So our team in Kenya right now working with the village, and they are coming up with a microfinance scheme with the help of the local experts to fund a smaller amount to the village so that they can buy animals and raise them and then sell it back into the market at a profit. And in the process they make money and they put back into the bank, and then they can borrow it again later on. Today we will ask you to help us donate generously, give us your time and money to support Red P organization. We understand that this is a very different time. Millions of people are now looking for help, and this may not be the cause that is of your interest. But if you support us today, tomorrow we will build a platform that can support these smaller causes, a cause that you are personally attached to, but small for this larger organization to take up. We can help and we build our platform. That's why we are asking you to support us, help us, give us your time and money. If you need more information, please go to www.red-p.org. Thank you.